Hi Aries, welcome to your weekly reading, December 28th, 2020 to January the 3rd, 2021. I'm going to get straight into your reading here. I've already pulled oracle cards for you, and as and when they become relevant, I will be explaining them. But I'm not going to get heavily into them by showing them to you and all of that. I'll just blend them into the reading. So how does Aries, now Aries, as I'm reading, when I say your person, it could be somebody new coming in. It could be somebody you're attracted to, somebody you're dating, somebody that you are in a relationship with. It could be your spouse. It could be your child. Usually it's not your child. If they're under 18, it's usually not your child, but it could be. It could be anybody you're in a relationship with. It could be brother, sister, father, mother, employee, employer, neighbor. It could be situation, your company. So change person as needed. This is you. This is your person. How does Aries feel about their person? How does Aries feel about their person, please? Thank you. How does Aries person feel about them? Oh, Aries, your energy, oh, wow. Your energy doesn't usually fly off like that. Okay, I don't know which way these were, Spirit. Oh, that's right, okay. Are you sure? Okay. And one more, please. Okay. All right, Aries, let's get into this. You are in a new cycle in your life. You're ending a cycle in your life. It is, so we have the World card here, right? So a cycle is coming to an end in your life. It is imperative, Aries, that you understand that your where you are mentally is very important to get into a happy space. Because you're coming into the end of a cycle, it means that you're manifesting the next stage of your life. Now, end of a cycle is not a couple of weeks, it's not a couple of months, it's usually a long period of time. It could be as long as 20 years. It could be that kind of a cycle. A cycle has to do with a planetary shift. And I do feel that for you. I do feel for Aries that you're coming into some type of shift that is pertinent to your zodiac sign. Now, I am not an astrologer. I am a psychic and a medium, and I bring forward the spirit world, and the spirit world are telling me this about you. And the reason why they're bringing this forward about you really understanding where you're putting your thoughts is because they're showing me that you're focused on lack. You're focused on a lack of passion in your life. You're focused on not having the type of relationship that you want, right? You're focused on not having the type of job that you want, or there's a sense of a lack of pleasure and fun and joy and inspiration in your life. And so what the spirit world is saying, and if you look at this card, it's full of joy and inspiration. And so don't focus on what is right now. Focus on what it is that you want. Because you're at the end of a cycle, and so if you keep on focusing on what you don't have, you'll get more of the same. We have the the King of Swords, sorry. We have the King of Swords in the reverse position for you. And so what this means is that you're really not living authentically, is what it feels like to me. And the spirit world are making me feel like you're completely out of your power, Aries, and that is not cool. So it's really important that I feel like I'm talking to Aries that have been dealing with a lot of challenges. There's a lot of kind of a sense of there may have been loss here. There may have been loss around you. There may have been, you may have been heavily impacted by the pandemic. But I do feel a sense of loss and a sense of not knowing what's going to happen next, and kind of feeling disconnected, disjointed, and kind of out of your power. How does your person feel about you? I feel that you're in a situation where communication is a challenge. So your person, whether that be your actual person, somebody that you're interested in, somebody that you're talking to, somebody, it could be an employer, it could be, if you have a business, it could be who you're negotiating with. There's a defensiveness about these people, whatever your person is, whatever the situation is. So there's a defensiveness there. Communication is not flowing the way it should. And as a result, the Six of Swords is in reverse. And so it's causing you to stay stuck. You're a little bit stuck because of your situation and what the person is causing in your situation. And so this is causing them to retreat from you. We've got the Hermit in the upright position. So they're retreating from you. And again, it's reinforcing this sense of out of balance. But what I want you to focus on in this reading, Aries, is this. What the spirit world wants you to focus is that you're coming to an end of a cycle. And it's very important that you understand that, that there is a need for grounding. There is a need for an expression of passion in your life. And I just feel very strongly that the spirit world is saying Aries collectively are not passionate. That it's kind of like you know, like you were plodding along and everything was fine, but something's changed. You know, there's been a lot of changes in the last 18 months, is what the spirit world is telling me. 18 months to 2 years for some of you. And these changes, some of it includes the pandemic, but some of it does include loss of all different types. Some of it includes anticipating loss, right? So anticipating the loss of income, anticipating the loss of a job, very fear-based, but valid, right? You're not being irrational. These things are real. But you are coming to the end of a cycle, and it's really important that you ground. It's really important that you not accept a passionless life. Aries, you need to get back into your, if you're single, I mean, I know you can't paint the town red right now and put yourself out there, but I feel like there's this kind of acceptance of, like, the stage that you're in your life if you're single, and even if you're in a relationship, there's this kind of humdrum energy about it, and you're really out of your passion, really out of that, and a new cycle is beginning, but it does take your thoughts to change about this next stage of life, so the cycle that just ended doesn't repeat itself without passion. Because I do feel like there's just this kind of normalizing of this is my day, this is my routine. There's a level of acceptance. It's really boring, Aries. I mean, come on, you're better than that. You're the Rann. I mean, take it as this period of time over the last 2 years is giving you rest and the ability to kind of let things go. Understand that things are the way that they are, but you're giving birth to a new cycle in your life, and it means that it's really important for you to have self-expression and desire. What is it that you desire, Aries? And so there's a need to, you've put down a lot of boundaries internally with yourself. There's a lot of kind of keeping people at arm's length, and the people that are in your life are the ones that are in your life, but there's a sense of, there was a time in your life, Aries, that you brought lots of people into your life, and made new friendships and connected with people. And there's this sense of like there is nothing blooming. So what the spirit world is asking you to do is, this is an end of a cycle. Plant seeds of passion, plant seeds, get back to your old self, where you know, you're charming and people love to be around you, and get back into your passions, get back into your desires. A lot of you, the spirit world are telling me, if you're single, you've accepted that you're single. I don't know why the hell you've accepted that you're single, but you know, there's somebody for everybody. You know, I'm a psychologist. I gotta tell you a story. There is definitely somebody for everybody. What used to make me really laugh is I first noticed this in my early 20s when I started working in psychiatric hospitals. And it was the most bizarre thing, but it was really funny that it didn't matter what unit I was working on, somebody or two or three or four in those psychiatric hospitals was falling in love. And how would I know that? Because I was the one always walking in on them doing things they shouldn't be doing. And, you know, being in psychology, I'm always the observer. And it was really fascinating that people that really were struggling in their lives they had a mindset of need. And that was the thing. They, you know, because in a psychiatric hospital, you know, it's very restricted. It's kind of like being in a prison. It really is a difficult situation. You know, the wards are locked, and it's a really vacant, emotionless place, believe it or not. And so they would seek out that emotional connection. And as a result, they would find people that were in the same situation as them, and they would fulfill each other's needs. And I always thought that was a beautiful thing as a human being, that even in the roughest situation, even in the most devastating moment of their lives, they've ended up in a psychiatric hospital, that there is friendship and love blooming in the units. And it always happened. And I always found it really beautiful to observe. And so there is someone for everybody. You don't have to get locked up in a psychiatric hospital in order for that to happen. But what I'm saying to you is this, that, you know, being stagnant, being locked up is just a state of mind. And it's time for you to join with another. It's time for you to express yourself. It's time for you not to be a lone reed in an ocean. It is time for you to allow yourself to put your guard down, put your boundaries down, and open yourself up to new things, new relationships, new possibilities, new ideas, new employment, new entrepreneurship, whatever it is that you desire. Think it, believe it, dream it, and it will come through. All right, Aries, thank you for listening to this. Please subscribe. To all my subscribers, you're going to be entered into your weekly drawings. And right now there's a bi-weekly there's two drawings for anyone that downloads the January 2021 extended reading. After this video, there's going to be a link to the extended to the Aries reading. In that is your yearly forecast, and if you download the extended version of that, you'll be entered in twice into a drawing to get a free reading from me. The January monthly readings are going to come out the last week of December, so you'll have those. All right, and if you download the extended, anybody that downloads the extended readings, meaning that you watch the extended reading and then you click on the link and go into Vimeo and watch the extended readings, you are getting entered into a drawing twice a week but you have to subscribe also. You have to be a subscriber. And you're going to be entered in twice a week into the drawing for a free tarot reading from me. And those of you that are already subscribers, and new subscribers that wait till the end of the video to subscribe, you'll also be entered into the weekly drawing. So I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much, Aries, and Happy New Year, and I will talk to you next week. Bye.